Forget the killer robots you see in movies. Seriously, the real AI revolution isn't some far-off future thing. It's happening right now. It's this invisible code that's already running our world, making decisions that can literally save your life one minute and then amplify our worst human flaws the next. It's a massive double-edged sword, and we're about to look at both sides. So let's think about this for a second. You go to apply for your first car loan. Who's making that call? You're probably picturing some person in an office, right? But what if? What if it's not a who at all? Or how about this? You go in for a medical scan. Who's the very first one to see that tiny little shadow, that almost invisible spot that could change everything? And the stock market? I mean, we're talking trillions of dollars moving every single second. Who's actually pulling the strings on all that chaos? The answer to all of these questions is no longer a person. It's not a who. It's a what. It's an algorithm. And today, we are pulling back the curtain on this whole revolution, the absolutely mind-blowing good and the hidden dangers that you really need to see. All right, first up, the good stuff. Let's meet the AI doctor and see how these algorithms are saving lives right now. Look, what's so cool about this is we're not talking about replacing doctors. We're talking about giving them superpowers. Think about it. A radiologist looks at hundreds of scans a day. They get tired. But an AI, it's a tireless co-pilot. It scans every single pixel 24/7, flagging these tiny little anomalies that a human, even the best human, might miss after a 12-hour shift. This means catching diseases like cancer way, way earlier. And that changes everything. And get this, to understand the insane speed we're talking about, scientists developed an AI that can do a liquid biopsy. It's like a super advanced blood test. And it can scan your blood and find one single solitary cancer cell floating among millions of healthy ones in just 10 minutes. That's like finding one specific grain of sand on an entire beach instantly. But honestly, it gets even crazier. For 50 years, one of the hardest puzzles in all of biology was figuring out the 3D shape of proteins. It's a huge deal because a protein's shape decides what it does, and if you know the shape, you can design a drug to target it. Well, after all that time, DeepMind's AlphaFold AI just solved it. It's like it handed scientists a complete cheat code book for the human body, letting them design brand new drugs at unbelievable speeds. Okay, let's switch gears and jump into a totally different world. Forget those old images of Wall Street traders screaming on a trading floor. The new world of finance is silent, and it moves faster than you can even blink. Let this number sink in for a second. 70%. That's how many stock trades in the US are now made by algorithms, not people. 7 out of every 10. They're operating at speeds we can't even process, and they're taking human emotion and a lot of human oversight completely out of the equation. But all that speed, it comes with a pretty terrifying risk. When the code goes wrong, you can get something called a flash crash. That's where one algorithm starts selling, which triggers another one to sell, and another and another. It's this digital domino effect that can wipe out billions, literally billions of dollars in minutes, long before any human even knows what's going on. But it's not all doom and gloom in finance. On the flip side, AI is basically our best digital detective. See, instead of trading stocks, some algorithms just learn you, your personal spending habits. They know you don't buy gas in another country at 3 a.m., and this lets them stop fraud in real time. How good is it? Well, MasterCard's AI blocks over $20 billion in theft every single year. Okay, so AI is saving lives, it's protecting our money, it's revolutionizing science. It all sounds amazing, right? So what's the catch? Because, yeah, it is awesome. But every single coin has two sides, and the other side of this AI revolution is that this exact same technology, when you feed it the wrong stuff, can become a weapon. And that brings us to our first major threat, the biased machine. Now, this isn't about evil robots. It's about how AI learns the absolute worst parts of us. You have to get this. This is the most important part. The AI itself isn't prejudiced. It's not racist. It's not sexist. It's just a mirror. It learns from the data we give it. But what happens if that data comes from our own flawed, biased human history? Well, the AI learns those biases. And it doesn't just learn them, it automates them. It scales them up and amplifies them in a massive way. And this is a perfect and terrifying example of how that works. Take predictive policing. An AI is fed historical crime data, which shows more arrests in certain neighborhoods. So the AI predicts more crime there. What happens next? Police get sent to patrol that area more heavily, which, surprise, leads to more arrests. And this new arrest data gets fed right back into the AI, which sees it as proof that it was right all along. It's a dangerous, self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's all locked in code. And look, this isn't some what-if scenario. This is happening right now. Remember Amazon's hiring AI? It literally taught itself to automatically reject any resume that had the word women's in it. AI for lending? It can deny you a loan just because of your zip code, basically baking in decades of housing discrimination. And facial recognition? The systems often have way higher error rates for women and people of color, all because they were trained on biased data. Okay, this leads us right into our next big threat. To get this smart, AI needs a fuel source, a massive one. And that fuel is everything you do, say, and post online. It's you.
So, where do you think an AI like ChatGPT gets all its knowledge? Well, it gets it from us. It was trained by scraping the entire public internet. Yep, your old cringy blog posts, your public photos, all of it, without ever asking permission. And this data doesn't just power chatbots, it can supercharge mass surveillance systems. And now there's this new thing called shadow AI, where employees at huge companies are feeding secret, confidential data into public AI tools, creating massive security risks nobody even thought about. And finally, the question that's on everyone's mind. With AI this powerful, what in the world happens to our jobs?
Okay, brace yourself for this number. Goldman Sachs estimates that generative AI could automate tasks that are equivalent to 300 million full-time jobs. 300 million. We're talking about jobs that involve repetitive thinking work, like data entry, customer service, even bookkeeping. They're all directly in the crosshairs.
But listen, it's not just about job loss, it's about a massive job shift. While some roles are definitely at risk, totally new ones are popping up out of nowhere. We're talking about jobs like prompt engineer, someone whose entire job is to be an expert at talking to AI, or an AI ethicist, a person hired to stop the very biases we just talked about. The future isn't no jobs, it's just different jobs, and they're going to require a whole new set of skills. So, look, the AI is here. The code is written, it's not going away. It's a mirror that reflects both our greatest achievements and our deepest flaws. At the end of the day, it's a tool. And like any tool, it can be used to build a better future, or it can be used to automate our mistakes on a global scale. The real question isn't what the AI is going to do. The real question is, what are we going to do with it?